Butch Davis and the FIU Panthers are looking to bounce back after a tough season last year, and there are a handful of guys in this top 10 list that we'll go over that lead me to believe that they'll be much better this year. Maybe not competitive in Conference USA at the top, but definitely a team that's going to be much improved. My guy Eric Henry does a great job covering this team, so if he disagrees with this top 10, I'm just going to defer to him. But these are 10 guys that I think are either important or the best players on the roster. We start at number 10 with quarterback Max Bortenschlager. The Maryland transfer has a quarterback battle on his hands. He may not win the job, but I think that he's a guy that showed some flashes of excitement that could make this offense intriguing. Number 9 is an incoming freshman, Savion Collins. Collins chose FIU over multiple Power 5 schools, which is crazy considering that he ended up at FIU. I'm not sure what Butch Davis did, but that's the kind of recruiter that Butch Davis is. He's able to get some of these recruits like that to pick FIU, especially over Power 5, is impressive. Number 8, Jamal Gates. Career-wise, he has 147 tackles, a guy who knows how to make plays, and he's going to do that again in 2021 for FIU's defense. Number 7, Richard Dames. Now, there's another Dames that we're going to talk about in a little bit here. Richard is another guy that is exciting to watch. In his career, he has 10 tackles for loss, 4 picks, and 13 passes defended, so he's a guy that's going to get the job done on the back end of the FIU defense there. Number 6, one of the better names on this roster, Rivaldo Fairweather. I really like his name, if anything, but he's a player who averaged 16.5 yards per catch in 3 games that he played in 2018, and if he can get back to that form, FIU's offense, at least their passing attack, is going to be exciting to watch. Now, I normally am not including kick returners, punt returners, punters, kickers, special teams guys, but these next 2 guys were really just too intriguing to leave off. Lexington Joseph averaged 33.5 yards per kick return and had a touchdown back in 2020 last year. So it's just, you got to add someone like that. The next guy, Tommy Heatherly, the punter, averaged 44.4 yards per punch. That's impressive and really worthy of noting. Also, there's a lot of struggles on FIU, so when a punter is having this much success, a kick returner has that much success, you have to just include them here, and they're well worth putting them in this top 10. Number 3, a guy who's going to teach Savion Collins the ropes really is Jason Mercier. And if anything, Collins is going to learn the tools that he needs to be successful from a guy like him. And when you have that veteran leadership, it rubs off on the younger guys, and hopefully that leads to a good career. Number 2, I mentioned before, Richard Dames. He has 6 picks in his career, and he and Richard are 2 of the better defensive backs in Conference USA. And then number 1, a guy who's still really underrated in Devontae Price. Honorable mention Conference USA, the only one from FIU on one of those lists. Had 581 yards and 4 touchdowns in 2020. My guy Eric thinks he's in for a big year, so we'll see what happens with that. FIU is a team that is expected to be in the bottom of the conference, but I think that there's a chance that Butch Davis has them higher than that. Is FIU going to be a conference champion? No, not by any means, but I think that they take a step forward in the right direction in 2021.